Now I have to turn my inverter off. It's a 3000 water, works really good. And then for all you newbies that move this up here, that don't know about solar, if you're hooking up solar, always hook your battery up to the charge controller first, always. And then when you disconnect stuff and maintain stuff and work on stuff or do whatever you got to do, you go the other way. Disconnect, which I have down here as a panel. Ooh, where's the button? There it is. Panel off. And then I'll turn my inverter off. 300 amp ANL fuse. Got the voltage there. Look how much power sits in them wires. And then it finally disappears. So that's off. And then this is my inverter, which I'm going to turn off. There. Now that's my deployable system is totally off. I come over here, and then I have the same thing here, fused, of course. I'm going to turn my panel off. Then I'm going to come down here and turn the controller off. Okay, everything is off. My solar is off. Everything's off. All but that one. That one's to charge. I don't have to mess with that. That's a whole different setup there. That's just for my starter battery. So, all right. Next step. My trusty little toolkit and this meter I was telling you guys about. For all you newbies that are learning about electronics and 12 volt, AC, DC, or whatever, some of them other meters might look a little intimidating to you, okay? I understand them. Not all of them, but they got a dial here and then all these little funky little codes and stuff on them that you got to spend an hour researching on how to use it all. This meter here, which is that, it's fully automatic. Smart multimeter, KM201. It's even got a light on it. But this is automatic. You just turn this button on, and it automatically identifies the difference between AC and DC voltage. And it has continuity on it too, which I use quite a bit. These, for the love of, I just got hit in the head again. These little things, these little tiny acorns, these things, they're bombing me. Again. Good thing I didn't park exactly underneath it. You can hear them coming down. Crazy. It's about 80 degrees in Florida too. They're getting a snowstorm up in PA where I'm from. But anyway. But this little meter here, after I got freaking beamed in the head. Damn. But it's fully automatic. You just plug it in and use it. Even the continuity to test wire breakage or just to get the right continuity. Make sure you're good. It's fully automatic. I just want to throw that in there. Pretty neat little meter. I paid under 20 bucks for it. Actually, I think I paid $12 for this. And I use it quite a bit, and it has not burned up or nothing. I better not say that because I haven't had much luck on the road since I've left. A month and a half ago. 2 months ago now. But let's get this done. I'm wasting my fuel on my generator. Yeah, generator is quiet, but it's not that quiet. You guys can probably hear it, but whatever. Now I have two chargers here. This charger is a dual charger. P10 times 2. That's the name of it. It's a smart charger. This works pretty good. You never get that the P10 is 10 amp. Now, I've never seen 10 amp come out of it, but it does about 7 or 8 amps coming out, but it's dual. I can charge 2 batteries at once with it. But, thing is, they have to be the same type of battery. You can't charge an AGM on one side, on one bank, and a lithium on the other. It won't do it. I don't know why. It just doesn't do it. And then this one, this bad boy here. Now, it's a speed switch charger. It is a smart charger. But it has no common sense. I have burned up a water pump with this and 2 12-volt fans. Because this actually charges more. That's why I was going to use this one. This goes up to 12 amp, and it does different types of batteries. It shows your percentage and everything else like that. But it doesn't know when to kick off, okay? I was charging my batteries. Rainy day, not much solar, so I plug that in, charge up my battery bank, no big deal. I go in, I take a shower, right? Well, pump's running, pump's running, pump's running. This thing kicks on, and when I shower here, I Navy shower, which means I run the water, lather up, get wet or whatever, turn the water off, lather up, turn the water back on, rinse off real quick to save water. Well, here's the thing. This thing cranked my battery bank up to 17 volts. And for one, the water pump can't handle that. Fried the water pump and fried my fan. Just like that. Because it kept going and going and going and going. It didn't shut off. It didn't register that it was over the 14 volt line. So, other things you got to watch out for. If you guys keep blowing water pumps and you have a battery charger hooked up to it and you don't understand why your pumps are blowing or fans are going, that's probably why. Do a voltage, check on it and monitor that, and turn your pump off or whatever load you have, turn it off, and then look at this screen here and you'll see this screen or any other charger that you have. This one will do it too. It just keeps going. See how far that voltage jumps up, because I guarantee you that's probably why your water pump blew, because you're running solar, which is fine, and then you get a day where it's bad out. And then you start running this charger. Well, this charger's cranking it up to 17 volts, 16 volts, because it doesn't cut off in time, and it burns your equipment up. So that's one thing to throw out there. I think I'm going to use this one though, because even though this one's 12, I can go up to 12 amp with this. I can charge them both with this at 8, which should be faster, and I'll use less fuel in my generator. So let's hook this up. Another thing I'll be doing is I'll be wiring up a AC outlet under the hood of my box truck. That way I don't have to do this. I don't have an AC outlet underneath it, so I've got to run an extension cord from there all the way up there to charge the batteries, unless I'm inside. I have posts on my dash where I can set my battery charger right there on a rainy day and plug it in right inside the house, and it goes down and it charges the batteries. But all that's off, so I got to do it this way. We're good. Well, did the voltage check on both batteries. I got everything disconnected here, and I'm using that charger, that dual charger, to charge it. It's doing pretty good. And they were both exactly the same, 12.5. That's even after 2 charge controllers hitting them. I got something else going on. I wonder if there's something running in the RV. I bumped a switch or something. I'm gonna have to do a couple more tests, check all lights, because there's no reason why my batteries should be dying that fast. I mean, I realize they're AGM, and AGM batteries you can only get 50%. So if it's 125, if it's just going to throw this out there, if it's a 100 amp hour battery, you're only going to get 50 amp hours. So if you're charging your batteries and they get down to 60%, it means you got 10% left. Lithium ion batteries are totally different. You can run them all the way dead. So, but like I said in a previous video, I chose to get these batteries because I live in the north and it's cold, and lithium ion batteries are useless in the cold. And I drove this RV in the cold, so it's not like I could just take my batteries upstairs and I would have no juice. So I gotta go check switches. Oh boy, something's running, because they were both exactly the same voltage. Something's running. I don't know what. So I'm gonna have to check the fuel in the generator. I'm up to 13.1 right now. It's a pretty neat little battery charger though. You can switch, hit this here, it'll go to that battery. That battery's pumping 6.8. This battery pumping 6.8. I mean, the batteries are exactly the same. And it's got an amp hour there, but that amp hour takes time to accumulate. That's why you only see 1.7 amp hour. They got more than 1.7. But if I was to leave this battery on for a couple days, you would get the accurate amp hour. 13.1. Nope, don't want that. Don't want that. I need high. Temp 13 volt on that. 13 volt on this battery bank. $13.1 on that battery bank. So I'm just going to let them charge for a little bit. Something's got to be running. There's nothing wrong with the batteries, but they were all the way down to 12.5, which isn't good. That's about 66, 65%. So, oh boy, something's running. It's got to be. I'm gonna let them batteries charge, so I might have to refuel up the generator. Damn it. Ah, the sweet sounds of a generator in the middle of nowhere. It's a joke. I do not want to hear that generator right now, but I'm gonna let them batteries do their thing. I looked all over the RV, looked for things that were running. There ain't nothing running. I got the main transfer switch off. There's nothing on, unless I'm missing something. Then I made an attempt to climb up the bee tower again. I got about halfway up and was swarmed by giant bees again. Some camper stopped. All the campsites are shut down, like I mentioned before, probably in a previous video, I don't know. I'm pretty sure I did. I showed a picture of a sign. They said all the campgrounds are shut down. Ain't nobody trying to clean them up. They think because of the transition between Trump and Biden's picking all of his new federal people, and this is pretty much federal land. But it's hard to believe that it would impact us campers that are just trying to make a living on the road. You know, some choose sticks and bricks, some like to travel. I want to travel. I want to see things. I've met so many different people just sitting here, and the very few people that drive by, everybody's pretty cool. Still got some campers over there. They're chilling. They're probably getting annoyed by my generator. If they come over, I'll explain it to them. But yeah, the bee tower didn't work, so I could get some service real quick. So I'll have to go up there at night when it's dark, climb up that thing when the bees are sleeping, and check on my emails. When it rains, it pours.